long-distance moving scams. In this video, I'll explain how these shady companies work, I'll share a real example from my own experience, and most importantly, I'll show you how to protect yourself before things go sideways. Hey everyone, I'm Vlad Iglin, CEO of Royal Moving and Storage, and today I want to talk about something serious: long-distance moving scams. These scams don't just cost people money, they cost time, trust, and peace of mind. The classic scam setup. Here is how it usually starts. You get a quote that looks amazing. Low price, fast delivery, everything sounds perfect. The sales rep sounds friendly and confident. They say things like, this is guaranteed price, or you'll have your stuff within 5 or 7 days. What you don't know is that they already know those numbers are fake. They just want to lock you in and take your deposit. That's the game. My personal story. I called one of these companies myself, pretending to be a regular customer. I gave them a detailed, accurate inventory of what I would be moving. That inventory takes up around 1,800 cubic feet. I know for a fact that's the number. Their quote came back at 700 cubic feet, not even close. They weren't just a little off, they were off by 1,100 cubic feet. They didn't care because they don't expect you to question until it's too late. What happens on the move day? Now picture this, your actual move day. You book your flights, hotels, you cancel your lease, everything is lined up. The mover showed up, they load everything, and then they hit you with the real number. Oh, you had more stuff than you expected. Now your total is 3 or 4 times higher. At this point, you're stuck. If they unload, you're stranded. Most people pay it. They hope they can sort it out later, but they can't. And of course, you have to pay by Zelle, cash, or cashier check. No credit card, no chargeback, no way out. Here is another scam they pull. They mark the inside of the truck with the fake cubic footage numbers. A standard 26-foot truck holds about 1,700 cubic feet. It could be slightly less or more depending on the truck. But I've seen those 26-foot trucks mark up to 3,000 to 4,000 cubic feet. They do this to make it look like your items take up more space than they actually do. And let's be real. Most people don't know what 1,700 or 2,500 cubic feet looks like. They believe what the movers show them, and that's how they get scammed. Now, once your stuff is on the truck, the second nightmare starts. You try calling the company, no answer. You send emails, no reply. The fast delivery that they promised, it turns into weeks of waiting, sometimes even months. Since there was never a real plan in place, they're just waiting to get more customers going in the same direction as you. But then can take much longer than expected, and usually it does. No help, no refund, no accountability. Eventually, someone answered the phone, but they will give you the same story. You had more stuff, that's why the cost changed. We followed the contract. And here's the worst part. They don't care about their reputation. Why? Because they do not rely on the repeat business. They buy leads from third-party platforms or get jobs through the brokers. So yes, you can leave a review, and you definitely should, but it won't change anything. They will just rename the company, build a new website, and keep going like nothing happened. That's the business model, and it works far too often. Here's what you can do to avoid all this. First, always ask, are you a carrier or a broker? Carriers own the trucks and handle the move directly. Brokers just sell your job to someone else. Second, do your research. Take 15 to 20 minutes to check reviews on Google, Yelp, BBB, Thumbtack, and any other platform. Don't just look at star rating. Read what people are actually saying. Are there patterns? Do multiple people mention last-minute charges or delays? Third, ask for a virtual estimate. Let them see your stuff. Ask if the price is binding or not to exceed price. And finally, pay attention to payment methods. If they only accept Zelle, Venmo, or cash, that's a red flag. Professional companies accept credit cards and provide proper invoices. If they're asking for 50 to 70% deposit upfront, that's another warning sign. Reputable moving companies typically ask for a small deposit around 10 to 15%, or sometimes no deposit at all. And a bonus tip: With today's AI tools, you can even upload your list of items to ChatGPT and get an approximate estimate of your moving volume. Keep in mind, this is just a rough calculation and not a professional estimate, but it will give you a general ballpark. Yes, this stuff still happens, and it makes things harder for companies like Royal Moving that are trying to raise the bar. We believe in honest pricing, clear communication, and building long-term trust with our customers. So if you're planning a long-distance move, do your homework, ask the right questions, protect yourself. If you want help reviewing your estimate or you're not sure who to trust, drop a comment and I'll personally take a look. Thanks for watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.